Welcome to Delicious by Debbie, and I am making a sugar-free strawberry pie. My husband bought some strawberries at the store last night that were just perfectly ripe, beautiful, and I'm making him a strawberry rhubarb pie, but I had enough left over, it was such a big container of them, that I'm making a sugar-free strawberry pie. I have had a lot of diabetics asking if I have any sugar-free recipes. Well, I make it this way for us all the time. Many people have eaten my strawberry pie and didn't know it was sugar-free, and so I'm going to show you how I do it. So I've already baked me a pie shell. The crust is finished and it's cooling. And right now I've sliced up between 3 and 4 cups of strawberries, and I will put those into the pie shell here in a little bit. But now I want to make the thickening, the moisture, the juice, that the strawberries go in. And so I'm going to do that now. So we'll go ahead and get our burner turned on here. And I need 2 cups of water. Get you down here where you can see me. 2 cups of water. And into that water, I need to mix 1 package of vanilla cook and serve. It cannot be the instant. It has to be the cook and serve vanilla pudding. And you would mix that with water, but for this strawberry pie, you would mix it with milk, I'm sorry. But this time we're mixing it with water and letting it thicken. So I'm gonna go ahead, this is one of the small packages. This is the 0.8 ounce. And it's sugar-free, fat-free. And I'm gonna mix that with this water. And we're gonna let this thicken. Usually doesn't take too long for it to thicken, and once it thickens, and it's not going to be yellow like this because we're going to add sugar-free strawberry jello to it, but for now this needs to thicken, and then we add the strawberry jello, and that's our topping. And you don't know that this yellowish looking pudding is in there once you get it all mixed up. Nobody realizes that's what it is, and it's delicious. It's a nice creamy strawberry pie. All right, our pudding has come to a boil and has thickened. 2 cups of water, 1 package of cook and serve vanilla pudding, and I use the sugar-free, fat-free. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. And to that, I'm going to add a package of strawberry sugar-free jello, the small packages, just 1. And that also will thicken up as it cools. So now I'm mixing that in, letting that dissolve, and we will pour this over top of the strawberries in the pie shell. Let it cool enough that I can put it in the refrigerator, and then we'll chill it in the refrigerator, put some Cool Whip on it, some sugar-free Cool Whip for me, and have us a strawberry pie. Doesn't take very long for the jello to dissolve in that hot pudding. And it may look a little runny now, but you know, jello thickens and so does pudding. So, and we used no water for the jello. We only used 2 cups of water for the pudding in place of what you would normally use for milk. We used water, so that's going to thicken up. All right, that seems pretty well mixed up. There's my baked pie shell for the strawberries, the strawberry pie, and I have the cut up strawberries. It's approximately 3.5 cups. It's not quite 4, but whatever. I don't even know if I could fit this all in. Yeah, I think I'm going to. kind of push them down a little bit so they're down into that crust. And if you're not a fan of sugar-free, just use regular pudding, but use water, and use regular jello. And you can use, we're just going to pour this over top. It'll go down through those strawberries. And when that cools, then we'll put it in the refrigerator and let it chill completely. And then we'll put some Cool Whip on top and have us some strawberry pie. I am gonna move some of these strawberries around because I've got quite a few strawberries in there. And let some of that juice get down in there so they all have some juice on them. It smells so good. All right. Just gonna let that sit now. Like I started to say before, you can use a graham cracker crust. You can do what I did, make your own crust. And if you're really watching your sugar, I make a graham cracker crust, but I don't even put any sugar in it. I know most recipes call for sugar in a graham cracker crust. I don't use any. All I use is the crushed graham crackers and the melted butter, and it holds together just fine. And the graham crackers have enough sweetness in them. You really don't need that extra sugar. So if you're really watching your sugar intake, that's one way that you could do it. Thank you. I wanted to get back on here and show you the strawberry pie. I just cut a piece of it, put some whipped cream on top of it, and there's all the strawberries in it. That is sugar-free. And it would be low fat, low if it wasn't for the crust. So you can make the crust however you want to.